Hey everyone, Robert Ferringo of Doc Sports, back with my countdown on my NFL power rankings heading into the 2023 season. We're really getting down to the nitty gritty right now. The three best teams in the NFL, as I see it, heading into the season. Number three, the Cincinnati Bengals. We have Nolan Patrick of Strike Point Sports, kind enough to take some time out of his day to help us break down the Bengals. We will get to him in 1 second. First, I would like to point out that we have, see that banner right up there, that free $60. You are watching this video, so to reward you, we want to give you $60 free, same as cash, to be used at our site, docsports.com, the best team of handicappers in the country. Use that $60 to sign up for maybe a weekly, a couple daily packages. Take advantage of it. We're giving you free plays. You are welcome. Also, if you are enjoying these videos, be sure to like and subscribe so that you will get alerts for daily free play videos from guys like Nolan Patrick of Strike Point Sports, who releases videos daily throughout the football season. So, all right, Nolan, number three, Cincinnati Bengals. Now, I picked you to do this video because, man, last year you had really one of the most brilliant NFL betting strategies I've ever come across, okay, in my entire career. It was just really nuanced and intricate and just really, really well thought out and extraordinarily successful. So do you think you could break that down for the viewers? Like, what was your NFL betting strategy last year?
It's really tough to describe. I guess to put it simply, it was blindly bet on Cincinnati every single week. I went 9-2 for plus 4,000 in 11 games that I took the Cincinnati Bengals, regardless of the line. Actually went 10-2 for plus 4,300 because I took Pittsburgh against them in the opening week. So, but just blindly betting on Cincinnati towards the second half of the season, they were undervalued. Every single game, the books would just have Cincinnati as a short favorite when they shouldn't be. They were beating everybody by double figures. What's the line? When are they playing? That's my play.
Yeah, sometimes it's best not to overthink this, right? Sometimes people make it too complicated when it comes to betting. Now, the Bengals, they were your team last year. You were on them the year before that, even when they made their run to the Super Bowl. They have won 10 or more games against the spread in 3 straight seasons. That's almost unheard of, right? Like the sports books, the odds makers, the general betting public, they normally latch on to these teams and the value gets sucked away very, very quickly. Have we reached that saturation point with the Bengals yet? Or are you going to head into the season with the same kind of mentality that, like, look, until there's an overcorrection, until I am proven wrong, I'm betting the Bengals out of the gate until proven otherwise?
I want to liken this, and obviously they're not the same because of just how good this team was. But as far as, betting on a team or against the spread records, I want to liken it to the Patriots back when. All they did was win, and all they did was cover lines and blow out teams. Now, I know that the Bengals are not on that level. They absolutely aren't. But when it comes to their against the spread numbers, the Bengals are 17-5 against the spread in their last 22 road games. They're 9-2 against the spread in their last 11 road games as an underdog. They're 20-9 against the spread in their last 29 conference games. That's the AFC. That is the conference that we both agree is the best conference. And they're 8-5 against the spread in their last 13 division games. That is the division that we both agree is the best division in football. So all they've done is win. Our line's going to catch up. Yes, but offensively, I think this Bengals team just keeps getting better as these guys mature. So early on, I'm going to be on the Bengals.
Okay, so obviously a bet on the Bengals is a bet on Joe Burrow, right? His health, his condition, his performance throughout the season. He's already had the calf injury. They've pretty much said that he's not going to play this preseason. Are there any lingering concerns there? Is that anything you should be worried about if you're looking to make a bet on this season win total?
I'm not concerned. He's already been walking around camp. He's already been talking to reporters saying that everything is fine. Bengals have state-of-the-art athletic trainers. I think everything's going to be fine with his calf. He's going to be good to go.
Okay, another big question mark from my perspective is the Bengals running game really did not go well last year, right? Burrow's Burrow. Jamar Chase, that ridiculous receiving core. The passing weapons are there, but they still need to run the ball. If you want to win in the NFL, you still need to be able to run the ball at some point. Should we be concerned about Joe Mixon, whether it's his age, his off-the-field stuff, his contract issue? Is he going to punch a woman? Is he going to punch a baby? Is he going to punch a baby holding a woman? Like, should we be worried about Joe Mixon, and how much should that factor in to how much we like or don't like the Bengals?
Mixon is definitely on the decline. He's got over 1,500 touches on his career. He's at that point in his career where you should be worried about him overall. I like that they drafted Chase Brown. I think that that's a nice piece to add to that backfield. It's interesting because Mixon carried the ball 46 times in the first 2 games last year. And then after that, he averaged less than 14 carries a game, which is when Cincinnati started playing better and better. The one thing that you do want to remember with Joe Mixon last year, though, is he had 60 receptions out of the backfield. 60 receptions. That number is higher than any amount of targets he had ever had with the Bengals. So I think that they're just going to utilize him in a bit different fashion and figure out other ways to run the football. Might not be Mixon, but I think that their rushing attack is going to be fine.
Okay, Burrow gets all the credit, and justifiably so, for resurrecting this franchise, and the offense gets all the headline because that's where all the star power is for the Bengals, right? But over the last 4 years, there is a direct correlation between the improvement in their number of wins and the number of points per game that the defense has been allowing under Lou Anarumo. Who, remember that name. He's going to be up for head coaching jobs, I bet, if he does another strong job this year with the Bengals. People don't talk about this defense. This defense is a little bit better than you think that it is. Last year, they only allowed opposing passers to complete 58.9% completions, all right? But then they lost both of their safeties. Their cornerback depth took some hit. Not enough people are talking about the Bengals defense over the last 3 or 4 years. Are not enough people talking about the changes that they're undergoing on that side of the ball and how that really could be an anchor on this team this year?
I think it could be significant, especially in the secondary. But I do think that Nick Scott and Dax Hill will be serviceable back there. I think that they're going to be fine. I think depth could be an issue. But a lot of stuff I've read out of Cincinnati is that they are going to try to put more pressure on opposing quarterbacks. They're going to try to get in the backfield a little bit more than they have, which, can help the secondary. It gives quarterbacks less time to throw. So I think that they're going to just try and make up for maybe the losses that they have in the secondary by having an improved defensive pressure on the defensive line. Overall, I still think that the Bengals defense is going to be fine. Maybe not as good as we've seen, but definitely good enough. I still am high on their defense and what they're going to bring to the table.
Okay, so obviously you know where I stand. I have Cincinnati ranked number 3 in the league, which the more we're kind of going through this and talking about, I'm kind of getting the vibes that I've had on some of these other teams where I'm starting to like them a little bit less the more we talk about it. Obviously, you know where I think that they fit in the hierarchy in the AFC North, the best division in football. Where do you have the Bengals? Are they the favorites? Should they be considered the best team in the NFC North heading into the season? Or is it Baltimore? Or is it Pittsburgh? Like, where do you break that division down?
I think it's the best division in football. I really do, because when you look at a team like the Cleveland Browns, we're gonna finish last in this division, they're still a pretty good football team. They really are. So I think that this is the best division in football. And I think top to bottom, this is the best team in the AFC North. So to have Cincinnati at 3, I think you're right on the money. And I ask you this question. If Burrow, and I know that you're not sold on their secondary for just reason, but if Burrow hadn't have, tweaked his cap, would anybody even be second guessing just how good offensively and how good this team is? I'm not worried about Burrow. I love him right where you have him at 3.
All right, season win total is set at 11.5 wins. What say you, over or under for the Cincinnati Bengals?
I'll tell you what, Vegas got these numbers right. Let me tell you, I'm not a big fan of the win totals in the AFC North. If you want to talk about the NFC South, that's where some money is to be made. But I would say that I will take the under because I think Cincinnati wins 11 games. I think Cincinnati wins 11. I think Baltimore wins 10. I think Pittsburgh wins 9.
Yeah, I'm with you. Not a lot of value here. I have them straddling that 11, 12 win mark. Look, it only takes 6 losses. Okay, 6 losses. They could lose 3. They could split in their division. Then they only have to lose 3 other games for them to fall short of this total. It's one of the top totals in that Vegas has released in futures betting. I agree with you. There's no value to be found on those teams at the very top or the very bottom of this market. This one's a stay away from me. Should be another fun season. Nolan, thank you for taking the time to join me. He is Nolan Patrick of Strike Point Sports. I am Robert Ferringo. We are Doc Sports. Carpe diem and good luck.